Are you tired of not reaching your fullest potential? Do you feel like your life has not met the expectations that you have set for yourself? Yeah, y'all, me too. I was so sick and tired of being sick and tired. I was sick and tired of my damn self. What if it's not your fault 100%? So I want you to watch this video to the end of the video. I have some secrets, some cool healing secrets that I want to share with you. My name is Malaya Kishora. I am a licensed mental health counselor. I'm a certified comedic yoga instructor, and I am a trauma-informed therapist. So listen, y'all, I am so tired of people saying like you need to have more grit, you need to get this done, blah 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 blah. You're not disciplined enough. And mind you, I'm not going to say that you're not disciplined enough, right? Because that could be the truth. But we live in a multi-dimensional reality where there are so many truths at once. So that can be true. But this, which what I am going to talk about, can also be true as well. So boom, we know that you need to start that business like you said you was going to do. We know you need to get out of that damn toxic ass relationship that you know is not serving you. You know he don't like you. You know she don't want you. You need to lose that extra 15 pounds that you keep telling yourself that you know you need to stop overeating. You know you need to stop drinking every weekend. You know you need to stop smoking so you're not lazy, right? But the question is why? Why are you not able to do it? What is stopping you from doing this? Is it because you don't have enough grit? Maybe. Possibly. Absolutely. Is it because you're not disciplined enough? That could definitely be it, right? Or maybe it's because you don't have a system put in place to help you get to where you need to be 100%, right? But what about trauma? Have you experienced trauma, babes? What about the abuse that you grew up in? Or maybe you were riddled in poverty, or maybe you saw so much gun violence, domestic violence, maybe you were sexually assaulted as a child. What about all of these factors that are not talked about enough? What if that's actually stopping you more than having the discipline or having the grit to be able to overcome these things? So when you talk about trauma, it's not just psychological. Yes, it is, right? But it's also physiological. This trauma becomes hardwired into our DNA. We get stuck in these survival patterns where we grew up in chaos and unconsciously we're always attracting this chaos and we don't understand why it keeps showing up in our life over and over and over again. But babes, your brain was like a sponge when you were from the age of 0 to 4. At that point, our brain is in a dreamlike state. So everything that happens to us, it becomes our unconscious reality that we keep playing it out over and over and over again until we heal it. I'm not telling you this to keep you as a victim. Hell no, that's not what we're here for. We're not here to be in this dramatic play of this is the victim and this is the perpetrator. No, these things happen, but it has to be acknowledged, right? But I'm here to empower you to know that you can move on from it. Because when you experience trauma, like I said, it's not just psychological, it's stored in your DNA, but it's in parts of your body, it's in your womb, it's in your spine. The trauma has to go somewhere, right? And where else is it going to go? It's going to get stuck deep in your subconscious, deeply stuck, ingrained in your body. So no matter what you do, if you constantly try to tell yourself I'm going to do something differently, but it's hardwired into your body, into your DNA, how do you navigate moving through this? And the question is, how do you help yourself if you don't even know what you're fighting against, right? That's why I'm having this conversation today, because so many of us have dealt with trauma and we don't even know like what to do. You know, the crazy thing is that a lot of us have dealt with this and we don't even know that we've had trauma. I've worked with so many clients and I will be like asking them, have you experienced trauma? And they're like, no. But then I'm like, okay, so let's talk about what was your relationship with your dad? Oh, he was an alcoholic. He would get drunk and he would curse everybody out. Boo, that's trauma. Oh, damn, I didn't know, right? Same for me. Like I grew up in domestic violence. I grew up in a lot of violence, right? And I literally was told you have a good childhood. Like, and I'm just like, okay, I didn't struggle financially that bad growing up. It was pretty average, I would say, but the level of trauma that I experienced and the level of violence and abuse that I seen and I was perpetrated against me, what? I thought that I was normal, but I'm walking around broken as hell from this childhood that was tormenting my whole reality. And I didn't even know what the hell was going on. Of course, then I would end up in a relationship where it would be domestically abusive, right? And so these patterns, they continue to manifest in all aspects of your life. And I'm like, This is some crazy shit, y'all. Why are we not talking about this in school? Why don't we know about trauma? Why don't we know the effects that it has on the body, the DNA, on regulating your emotions, on keeping you stuck in survival mode, right? You're constantly stuck in fight or flight, and you're using different toxins, food, alcohol, drugs, whatever it is to self-soothe, right? To self-medicate yourself because you don't know how to deal with it. That's really what's happening. And I want you to know that it's okay. I'm not here to shun you. I'm here to tell you, I'm here in the trenches with you. We can figure it out together, but you got to stay to the end of the video to know the hidden secrets to get out of it. How does the helpless help themselves, right? If you don't know what the hell you got going on, you didn't even know you had trauma, right? Until now, to this video, now you're like, oh, I got trauma. Damn, this happened to me too. How do you get out of it? First off, awareness. Don't deny it, and don't let anybody else deny it. You know, I feel like a lot of times, especially the older generation, parents, okay? Yes, parents. A lot of these parents, they will deny you and make you seem like you're crazy. This didn't happen to you. I was good to you. Da 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 da. I want to acknowledge that there's good, but there's also things that are very harmful, right? You can have done great things and been helpful in certain ways, but there were also ways that were extremely harmful to you, right? And it's okay to acknowledge that. Confront what you've been through. Acknowledge that this is what I dealt with, this is what happened to me, and it is what it is, right? We're not here to say it's good or bad. We're just here to acknowledge that this has caused you to get stuck in a rut. And the reason why you probably can't get out of where you're at is because of this. But we're not here to keep ourselves victim to that. So, number two is honoring your experience. Honor what happened to you, right? It's all good. Like I said, it's not good or bad. But in the process of honoring it, do not become a victim to what happened to you or a perpetrator. Ooh, right? Usually, children that have been abused, they become abused. Not usually, right? I don't want to say that's everybody, right? But let's look at people who are abusers or murderers or things like that. A lot of times it's because they have experienced this level of abuse, so they're just playing it out, right? That's literally just how the brain works. That's how the subconscious works. It's just gonna play out what it saw. So if you have been a perpetrator at a point or you have been a victim, I'm here to say, like, we all can start over. I'm not here to judge you. I'm not the judge, the jury, or the executioner. That's not my job. My job is just to empower you to know, like, okay, yes, I played out victim roles in my life. I blamed other people. I kept myself stuck in this, right? But today's a new day. You can start a new path, right? But you have to acknowledge, honor, right? These are the two things we're starting with. Okay, this is what happened to me. This is what I have become because of this. And so now, number three, declare who you want to be, right? Who do you choose to show up as? Do you choose to go from somebody who was an alcoholic who couldn't stop drinking to saying, I'm about to get myself healthy. I'm about to become this person. Write it down. Say who you are, right? Choose that life that you want to live because, boo, it's your life. And we only have one life to live. Like, we don't have 50 different lives, we have one. And so, this is your time to take ownership of what you want that to look like. It's exciting, right? I know it's a little challenging, but there's so much coolness out of this, I promise. Number four, I'm going to always add this in, is meditate. Sit your butt down and listen to your thoughts, okay? I be so tired of people saying, like, oh my God, meditation is so hard. Mm, anything that you first start is probably going to be a little challenging, right? It is. I remember when I first started meditating, y'all, this was back in 2016. Like, I remember I was trying to close my eyes. I was like this, and I was jumping. I'm like, what's going on? It was like, I've never done this before. I've never like experienced that. It was so weird. I could not close my eyes for like 3 seconds. And so I would do it every day. I would start with a minute. I would start with 2 minutes. I would start with 3 minutes, right? And I'll just consistently build up. Now you can catch me meditating for 45, an hour. I love meditation. It's like my daily ritual that I feel like I need to do because if you think about it, your thoughts are probably going a mile a minute. You probably don't even know what the hell you're thinking. Working with so many clients, I'll be like, what's going on in your head? And a lot of them have no idea. They don't know that they have like 3 different voices in their head telling them 15 different things, right? And so when you meditate and you pull back and actually hear what's going on, then guess what? The thoughts will slowly dissipate. That's the cool thing about it, is that once everything needs awareness, it needs to be observed, it needs to be seen. Once the thoughts are seen, then they'll slowly dissipate over time. And so just start with listening to your thoughts. There's no right or wrong way of how to meditate. People be like, this is how you meditate. You need to da 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 da. No, 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 no. No, no, no. All you need to do is sit your butt down, or you can walk and meditate. You can run and meditate, but just try not to have no like extra like music on, or you're listening to like a song or anything. Like listen to a frequency, listen to something where you can just kind of like ocean sounds or like nature sounds or something like that to meditate in. I wouldn't recommend listening to music, having the TV on, just being in silence, and then just focus on your breath, or just kind of just listen to what's going on, or just practice trying to keep your eyes closed, like whatever it is, but just give yourself a moment to be in silence with yourself, and you will see your life will start to change. I feel like when I started meditating, I was like, man, this is like something that needs to be talked about more, because it was so transformative and it just changed me in so many ways. And it's still consistently changing me and helping me make sense of my life. I think it's a practice that needs to be implemented in everybody's life. Number 5, remember what I was talking about, where it's not just psychological, it's physiological, right? Right? They love in this damn system, they love to separate body, mind, all these different fields are separated, but there's more integration that needs to be happening. So physiologically, move your damn body, move, walk it out, walk it out, go work out, go do something to get your endorphins up, like whatever that means, swimming, whatever you like to do. I said swimming, y'all, because I go to the beach every single day, okay? We're gonna talk about that in the next video. But like do something to move your body. Like walking is my favorite thing to recommend, because when you walk, it's bilateral stimulation. It's a form of EMDR, which is a form of therapy that helps to integrate the mind and helps to relinquish trauma. So if you're in fight or flight or freeze, right, and your prefrontal cortex is not activated, walking is going to help to wake up your prefrontal cortex. And your prefrontal cortex is the part of your brain that helps you to plan, for logic, reasoning. It helps you to think about the purpose of what you're doing, think about it from a bigger perspective. And so when you're in fight or flight, you're doing whatever you can to survive. And so at that point, your prefrontal cortex is not activated in the way that it needs to be. So walking will help to bring you out of that fight or flight and get that prefrontal cortex operating. And so when you're walking and those emotions come up, or maybe like you get like super, you start remembering things that happened to you, let yourself feel through it. Like don't push it away. Don't push it away. Don't be like, oh my God, why am I feeling this way? I need to stop. No, boo. Feel how you feel. It's okay. I promise you. Like if you don't feel through it, you're gonna go crazy. And like it is what it is. You are like people who deny things, they start to become delusional, and then they lose their brain, they lose their mind, so like acknowledge it, feel through it. It's okay. Like when you walk it out, like walking it out is a real thing. Now walk it out. Now walk it out. That's my thighs. I don't know if y'all heard the thighs, thick thigh girl. But but yes, walk it out. Let yourself feel through it. It's all good. Like I promise it's all good. The only time an emotion is going to take you out is if you don't feel through it and you keep denying it. Remember what I talked about? Observing, awareness is, you got to start with awareness. You do. Okay, number 6, there's like so many other things, but like we're just going to stick to these things. Number 6 is connect to a higher source, y'all. I'm not saying to believe in Jesus Christ, whoever, whatever. I personally believe in the divine creator, the one mind that we're all connected to. And I connect with nature. Nature, I feel like it has connected me to the creator in such a beautiful way. But connect to something, whether it's the higher version of you, like talk out loud, but ask for help. I promise you, if you like angels, right? Whatever your connection is to spirituality, connect to it. It's going to help you. I remember I was working with this client, y'all, and he was atheist. And I promise you, I was not in that session trying to convince him to believe in God, but everything that we would talk about, it was always like we were always connected to like some type of like higher purpose or some reason. And he told me, he was like, he came in, it was months of us working together. He was like, I don't know what it is. I'm not gonna say I believe in Jesus Christ or whatever, but he was like, I believe in something. He was like, I never thought I would, but I do. And I was like, hey, I think when you go through severe trauma, you have like something heavy that is like consuming you. You kind of begin to realize, if you're trying to heal through it, you realize that this is bigger than just this reality, this one earth, or this place playing right here. It's deeper than that. And sometimes we need help from a higher power that connects us. We're not able to see God or see the creator, but when you work in that way of healing, you know that the creator's there always. So ask for strength, ask for guidance, ask for support. Everything I ask for, I always get an answer. And I promise you, my answer is not, it does not come the next day or the next minute. Sometimes it does. When you meditate, they say like when you pray, you're asking God for help, but when you meditate, the answers come to you. God is talking to you. So I mean, hey, it might come the next day, it might come the next minute, it might come in 3 months, 3 years, whatever it is, but trust that you're going to get your answer if you ask. So I really took a lot of time to heal my nervous system and like work through my body from a psychological, physiological, spiritual perspective, because I felt like that was really important for me. That's why I'm having these conversations, because by doing that, it changed my life. Like I literally, I was miserable in my life. You can look at my other videos. I'm gonna link my videos at the end of this, but I felt like I was just miserable in my life. I felt like I was living a life that I did not choose for myself, and I'm like, bro, who created this reality? Who said that this is how we're supposed to live? So I decided to pack my shit up. I quit my job, packed my stuff up, sold everything, and I moved to Costa Rica. And when I tell you, it has been the best decision of my life. I get to like wake up and go to the beach. I get to just kind of see how the world looks outside of living in America as a black woman, right? Because it's a very deviant place for people of color, in so many different ways. I feel like not just people of color. I feel like America is just going to hell in general, but that's another conversation for another day. But I had to take accountability of my life. I had to take ownership and say like, this is what I want my life to look like, and I'm gonna live like this at all. I don't care what it takes for me to get here, but I'm going to do what I need to get to where I need to be. So yeah, y'all, that's really like my little journey that I wanted to share with you guys, and I hope this helps. So I just revealed the little 6 secrets that will help you get yourself unstuck. So if you have any questions, or if this resonates with you, like this video, comment, subscribe, share this information, talk to me, say what's up to me in the comments. I'm definitely gonna comment back. I'm here to build the community. I will talk to y'all never again. Okay, so don't expect to hear from me ever again. I'm just kidding. I will see y'all next video. Okay. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Okay. Bye.